Uh, Please put off your mobile phones and audio equipment so that when the speech is on, let there not be any disturbance. And suppose if you want to pass on any message, please show it by your raise of your hands so that it doesn't hinder the smooth flow of the meeting. We are free to talk about any subject other than sex, religion, and politics. So these are the simple rules, and with this few ground rules set, we are now ready to commence the meeting. And to kickstart the meeting, we have a person, a special person who is a very responsible person, who doesn't speak much but shows by his action. A few words of him will convey lots and lots of message. That is a kind of communicator he is. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the presiding officer of today's meeting, Toastmaster Pootathan.
Thank you, Gopinath sir. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm glad to be here after a break, I would say. And it's good to connect with people at this time. Normally, this is the time I usually go to sleep after a long hours of changing diapers and everything. This is actually very happy moment for me to come back here. So we are now at a time where we contemplate and come up with crazy ideas, right? I'm talking about New Year resolutions. I'm sure everyone have a bunch of ideas. I have a lot of resolutions in my hand, be it from a professional friend or personal friend, and also in a Toastmaster perspective as well. We will be mentally ready to initiate that process. I still remember during my college year, I took this one particular resolution. This one, not just, I would say I have troubled as many people as I could. So the resolution is basically that I will converse only in English with whomever I will see in the campus, be it the security guard or the head of the department. So the problem with this resolution is that I was in my nascent stage of communication, and I am not very good at English language as well. So most of the words that I use will be there will be is, was, and every things are there. But I usually change some of the Tamil words in my conversation. So the initial 1 month, right, my friends used to mock me like anything. My staffs ignored me, and the people who normally keep the distance with me, right, they increase the distance. But during the course of action, I wouldn't say my communication has improved, but my confidence has shot up like anything. I was so confident that people started believing whatever I'm speaking is English. So sometimes whoever tries to speak with me started to speak in English. So my take on this resolution is that it's okay to be shameless if you want to shape your future. So let's probably in the coming days, we will also post our resolution in our group and see how many of us will succeed. I read one of these stats which says only 9% of people will actually be successful in completing their resolutions. But let's hope that we'll also come up with that 9% of the people. With that, so we have no guests today, but let's quickly go and dive into our first session. So normally in our school days, we have this PT session, right? We all have a, I believe most of us will have that particular period as the best time in our school days. But in the initial 5 to 10 minutes, where the PT sir will make us cry with this particular activity called warm up. I have no idea why I have to do a warm up just to get tired and then not able to play for the rest of the class period, let's say 20 minutes. But later, when I grow up, I used to play in my basketball school in junior level and even in college days. this warm-up helped me so lot that I can able to withstand the next one or so. So like that, I take this session as a warm-up session to for speaking as well. It's called the round robin session. And to conduct this session, we have one of our evaluation champion, who's known for his constructive feedback with his destructive comments. Please help me welcome the DTM Satish to conduct the round robin session. Over to you, Satish.
Thank you so much, Puttan, and good morning, Miraculis. Today's round robin, we have 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 Miraculis in the meeting. So it's very simple, 30 seconds, the rule remains same, 30 seconds. And to save the time, there is no timer cards for the session. I'll call out the name. So I'll start with my opening statement, and the person whom I call will continue. And let's see whether we can make a good story of 10 into 30. It's about 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Let's see when we can make a good story. I'll start with the opening statement and I'll call out a name. So who will continue the story? And you see there are 10 people, right? So we'll see an opening body and a conclusion, and conclude at a 10th speaker. And something is lapse or lagging, let me take the honor in concluding with the closing remarks. So we will start, and timer, please note, I will do the timing and I'll call out the names as well. So it was one of the winter early morning. Someone was preparing so keenly with the whole list of things he aspired to do. Sundararaman.
Actually, he was planning to prepare a soup, but he was not having the required ingredients. So he asked the neighbor to bring some pebbles, and then he started putting the pebbles in the pan with a little bit of hot water. And still he was not happy, and he asked someone to bring a little bit of the granite stones, and then the granite stones were added into the water, and everyone was wondering how can he prepare the soup without the vegetables or the required ingredients.
JC.
Then he realized the stone were not emerging into the water. I think that then only he also realized that by mistake, instead of taking a tomato, he took a pebble. And instead of taking a mushroom, he took the granite. So he decided to open his fridge. Unfortunately, there was nothing. And he was totally clueless what to do about it.
It was somehow this soup was ready, but he wants to serve to someone else before he himself will drink this. So he decided to give this to his wife. Can you just taste it and tell me how does it? Her wife, looking into that, she definitely knows that it doesn't have the required ingredients, and she immediately reacted.
But this is the month of Christmas where miracles happen, like how it was proven in the Bible and in the stories, where with belief you can turn even a hot water filled with pebbles and marbles into the world's most amazing soup. The wife took a leap of faith and had the first sip. And with that sip, she understood the taste was not in the vegetables, but the love and affection which went into the making of the soup.
Though it was the love that gave the taste to it, but at the end of the day, it was pebbles only. So the wife tried hard not to show it on her face that it was a soup made of pebbles. She tried hard to resist throwing the pan on her husband because this was New Year, and she didn't want to end the year by killing her husband itself. So finding no other way, she turned to Satish and called Satish to find out how do I control my anger.
But the real reason why the husband put pebble in the pan is because he wanted to test his wife, because all along he's eating her food and tried to give constructive feedback. But this is the time he decided to see what is her reaction to this undefined item. So the moment she was about to say about the soup,
Gopi,
how it is,
In spite of the husband wanting to test his wife, the wife was such a wonderful lady, very loving person. Whatever the test posed on her by the husband, she knew her husband by heart because she has lived with him for so long number of years. In spite of whatever this fellow does, she's such a fantastic soul. She never misses to love him. So she told that soup was
Anirudh?
extremely good.
Everyone was wondering who this mysterious the husband, the wife were all. It was nothing, none other than her missing president 2000. She was asked, the wife told her husband, you don't have to take care of the baby, you don't have to help her on the home. Who even asked you to make soup, that too soup with stones? I don't want to eat such a thing because I want to please you and I'm tired and frustrated. I'm going to set it aside and go take care of the baby. You have better things to do, like going and attending Meraki Toastmasters at 7 a.m. in the morning. Stop preparing such
Ashok.
soups. And
unmute, Ashok.
The so-called soup prepared by all the Toastmasters is nothing but the morning coffee that was prepared by the loving wife. And as usual, the Putatan had a lot of responsibilities, and he finds himself, he mixed up the ingredients while making the coffee on the morning, and he got a very good bashing from his wife as usual. And with all his responsibilities, he took it with a pinch of salt,
Karthik,
and he moved on.
Karthik, we can't hear you, Karthik. Remove that Bluetooth.
Basically, who was trying to remove the coffee stains from the vessel, actually. He has got a lot of responsibility, right? So you saw a YouTube video, added pebbles and marbles to clean it. And wife saw that and fortunately was telling, hey, it is a soup, yeah. No, finally, if you see the stains were removed and wife drank the soup, and whatever he was trying to do, it is accomplished. Stains were removed and wife was happy with that soup, whatever he made. And finally, whatever you do, he said, right, put love into it. Whether love is there or not, people are happy.
Thank you, Karthik. Thank you so much. And I started with the thought process, like it's the end of the year. Resolutions were all around the corner. Again, we are in a winter month. It shows, it clearly shows initial 30 seconds what you have in your speech decide the whole course of the speech. Thank you so much, Sundar, for bringing a soup where I was looking at a resolution. Over to you, Pudatan.
thank you so much, Satish. That was indeed a wonderful round robin session. But I love the confidence in everyone after that topic has changed to who's soup, right? But okay, let's talk about that in offline. With that, we'll now dive into our regular session. So to proceed with our regular meetings, right? We have a very wonderful person. I've known this person for quite some time in Toastmasters. So he is someone